that get your name out. Like, look at
bro. You get boxed into a category. Right now, if you think about it, dog, just think about it. Jimmy Spliff, is he a juggler or a clasher?
Jimmy Spliff don't juggle though.
Yes, he does.
He don't juggle,
bro. Yes, he does.
That's my nigga, but he don't juggle like that.
Bro, I'm telling you.
He don't promote the juggling.
Listen, because he got boxed into clashing.
He boxed himself into clashing. Yes. Yo, what's going on? This is your boy DJ YICN, Y.I.C.N Media Podcast. I'm here with, this is one of my musical brothers, one of my elders. You know he's not too old though, but one of my elders.
I was about to say, dog.
Somebody I look up to in the music business. One of like, when this dude is DJing, it's like, notebook time. We not copying and pasting, but we got to take one or two notes or something like that. REDMAN Chin.
Welcome, my brother.
Mr. Double Electric, what's going on, my brother?
I'm here, sir.
How was it going, man?
It's all right. I like how you put on your radio voice, too.
Yeah, the radio voice is nice, don't it? My boy, how was the weather, man? You know we upstate, and it's kind of a little chilly out here, but I know you from South Florida, right? But
nah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad?
I thought it was going to be worse than what it is.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think you brought some of the good weather up here, because last week it was terrible.
Nah, I don't know, because it'd be rough, dog.
Oh, okay.
Florida was kind of cold last week.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, let's get into this interview, man. I know you, but tell the people about yourself, man. Like, where were you born?
Me, I was born in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
In the 90s. This hospital called Brookdale.
Brookdale? Why everybody be like, what's Kings County or something like that?
Yeah, Kings
Brooklyn?
County. That shit is hood.
So I feel like you was the only one that was born in Brookdale, because everybody else say Kings County. That's where you started your music at, or?
In Brooklyn, yeah.
So tell me about the music. Tell me about like the first time you was like, I love music.
Nah, it wasn't even like that, bro.
Well, how was it?
My family's all about music. So the thing with it is like I have different sound systems, singers, producers in my family, and engineers.
Tell me some of them.
So like you have Sons Jr., that's from Brooklyn, a big foundation sound system, like one of the first sound systems in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Besides Downbeat and all them, Downbeat from the Bronx. And then you have Echo Force that's there. I mean, you have Silver Crown and you have
Echo Force, bad song.
Bunch of sound systems, bunch of singers. I have an uncle called Prince Jr. He had a couple of albums drop in England back in the 70s.
Wow.
Big singer. I mean, all heap of different singers. My uncle, Alfonso, from the Scatterlights.
What, for real?
Yeah, he's one of the main saxophonists.
Oh, y'all was born in music then.
So everything with music is in my family.
You got some big engineers around in your family too.
Of course, Y.I.C.N.
Yeah.
Original uncle.
Yeah, we went to go buy some K20s and K10s in Brooklyn one time, and me and Biggs went over there and we went into like somebody's house. Thought it was a house, but then we went into the basement part.
Yeah.
And it looked like a store. I said, what the?
Yeah, Mikey.
I didn't even know amps was that expensive back. Like, I didn't know they was expensive, period.
Nah, you see, when you and Biggs went, amps is cheap.
For real?
Dog, when Power Saw first came out, when we first bought the first Power Saw, it was like 12 racks.
He looked at his little amp. I don't know if it was called like a K10 or K20. Look at something. I was like, it's a couple $100. He said $7,000. I said, Bumblebee.
All right, so back in 99, when we first got our first K10, K10 was the only amplifier they had. It was like $12,000 for that.
Wow.
For one. And we bought two. As a matter of fact, in 2007, when we first brought the sound system here to Rochester, we had two of them, and he was laughing at us. It's like, what's that? It's like, that's our bass sound. It's like, nah, dog, you gotta get something bigger than that, bro.
Yeah.
Them time we in the auditorium right here on Main Street.
That's right up the street from my office, yeah.
I mean, we brought, I think, like 8 boxes, and the man will say, so where's the rest of the sound? Them time Mighty and City Raiders ready to bat us up, dog. Like, I pay X amount of money, dog, for this sound, and y'all carry this little shit.
Yeah.
And then Bill Cosby from Stone Love was like, listen, dog, just listen to the sound first. And if you don't like it, then you cuss us. But right now, just wait for the sound to turn on. The sound turned on, the man said, dog, I want this.
What year was that?
Wicked. Like 2006, 2007.
Oh, yeah. Them time the DANCEHALL and Rochester did.
Yeah. Hot them time, the dog. Them time you have Dirty Fridays and Hot Mondays.
Yeah. Remember they kept on right at not at Watershed, at the Armory one year, like 06, 07, 08, around them time. I was a baby back then, I'm kind of young still, but I seen the videos and stuff like that,
So with my family being in music, going to school, I went to school and came home from school, and I had to learn how to make wires. I had to learn how to wire up a rack. I had to learn how to sit down and go through music and shit like that, organize my record box.
Wow.
So them time I'm like 9, 10 years old going through all that shit.
9, 10.
Yeah.
So that was so when was the time? I know you were around a lot of musicians and music was around your family, but when were you like, yo, this is what I'm doing? Because I only know Redman of music. I don't know him of nothing else. Just music, straight music.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, I didn't have a choice. So I grew up in the shit. They made sure I knew about the shit. And then at the end of the day, this is what my focus was. I think that when I became like a teenager at that point in time, I was like, yo, my family's pushing me to do it. I'm just going to do the best I can with it. And I just stuck with it. And then it became my love. But I've been doing this. I've been in Lucas Ballroom and Biltmore Ballroom and all these places when I was like 12, 13 years old. Q Club hiding out when police them ran through and all that.
For real?
Yeah.
So you like 20 plus then? 20 plus in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first dance I had to like play by myself was like in 95.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I was doing back then?
You probably wasn't born yet, dog.
Did I run the Prius back then? I wasn't even born. I don't even think I was thought about back then.
Nah, them time it was me, West Side, and Kisco around Echo Force.
So which one of your family members taught you how to which one of your family members taught you how to like, you got a different sense of music. It's like when you play music, it's like, you know, people like, oh, this dude is bad. Oh, he do this. When you play music, it's like a lesson. You know, like we listen to Radigan and it's like he giving a story, but it's like, it's a sequence. I feel like when you play music, it's like, even if you weren't born in the 80s or 90s or 70s, you're playing, it's like, you have a sense of music, like you have an musical intelligence.
But that comes from a family thing. Like my grandfather played music, my dad, my uncle. So when my grandfather, they have something called collectors clashes, right? There's not music like what we play. Collectors clashes is basically like the man them that spend $200-$300 on one record, and now it's time to show it off in this little 45 battle. So let's say me and you battling, you play Dennis Brown's Silhouette. I'm going to be like, dog, I got 3 versions of that shit. I'll kill your shit right now. And play my versions of Silhouette.
Wow.
And that's how it go. That's how they clashed. So back in those days, they spent their money to buy certain records that nobody has. And they still do it. They still have these collectors clashes and shit like that. But back then it was hot. My grandfather was in it. My uncles then was in it with Downbeat, Sir Tommy's Israel uncle. All of them is in that shit. They're all battling.
Wow. I did not know that. Yeah, I did not know that at all.
They be Warren, Super Fridge, all of them. They be Super Claude is a big thing, dog. Like,
yeah. Rest in peace, Super Claude, man.
Rest in peace, the general. Because, I was around that sound too. Uncle Mikey was like one of the main people around Africa at that time too.
Yeah.
So, like around them times, I had to learn the foundation because they made sure that, you had to know these music before you know anything else.
Okay.
So with me now, you got to realize I'm in a dance from 95, 96 in these big dances. And I always say it like this. People that play certain music and play it a certain way is because they have a connection to the song. I remember when I seen a certain song played by Afrique or by Stone Love in 95.
Or even a segment, right?
Yeah. And what it did to a crowd. So now I'm like, damn, that song that... And I'm just remembering all this shit when I'm playing music. Like, when this song played, dog, Biltmore Ballroom was on fire.
Yeah. Do you feel like that hinders us, like new DJs like us? Like, we have the Barrises, we have the Dennis Browns, we have the Garnet Silks, the Bob Marleys, but we play them.
Your connection is different.
Yeah, our connection is different.
Your connection is based off your parents. So the difference is like you listen to your parents play them in the house and you vibe into it. Or at that time you're like, I don't want to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
But now as you older, you're like, my parents used to listen to, I remember these songs.
It's a big song. We have a bus 2 block now.
Right.
Yeah.
But me now, when the songs is coming out,
you was there.
I was there. I was watching them being played. I was watching them, and mind you, I didn't have no problem putting away the man record. I'll go over, the man play the record, I take it off the turntable, I walk over to the record box and put it right back in the sleeve. I'm learning the song because I'm reading it. And I'm like, this Beresheim right here, Rose Garden, they just shell the dance, dog.
I need that.
Go, Dad, I need you to buy me this record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first record my pops ever bought me was Beresheim and Have a Nice Weekend, right? And a lot of dances, I play that shit. I make people know that's the first record my pops ever bought me.
Wow.
I mean, it's a big song back in the day, and enough of you nowadays don't even know that song.
Yeah.
But it's a huge Beres song.
So what do you feel like? There's a main difference with even getting music. Like you said, back in the day, you had to get records, and it was like it was kind of up to date. I need this, and it was hard to find stuff for the average person, you know. And now it's like anybody could just. We don't even need to go download music. We just pay $9.99, go on Tidal, and we have every song you could ever think about. What do you think that did for the DJs in the music career and entertainment industry?
There's two sides to it, right? It's easy for the average person. Like, let's say I want to become a DJ. I'm downloading a bunch of songs. Here's the problem with that. You're downloading the songs that everybody else is playing, right? So you became another regular DJ.
Right.
But then if you're in love with music and you know that this is what you want to do and you focus on it and you studying the craft, you yourself is going to start looking for songs that the DJs don't play.
Right.
So you're going to end up spending money to buy the songs. Or some of these songs that people don't play like I play, they'll be like, yo, where you get that song from? I can't find it on Amazon. I can't find it on iTunes.
It's not on iTunes.
It's not it. So now what they're going to do, they're going to search for the record, or they're going to search for it. They're going to go to England. And that puts back in the same interest back in the day. Because back in the day, there was a song that dropped, let's say a Beres Hammond. Sometimes there's 2-3 different cuts of that song.
Yeah, you need the baddest one.
You need the baddest cut.
You know that Love Bump rhythm?
There's different
and they got two remix. They got a Sanchez and a Wayne Wade different.
Yeah, they got.
I think I heard you or Massive D play, and I say, "Yo,
all right, Missing You.
I need that."
Missing You has a 7-inch cut, and they have the regular cut that they put on the album.
So the 7-inch cut is like when it go into it's like the beer bass line. Talk to you, but it's not the same.
The 7-inch cut is when it starts off with just the snare and the.
Oh, and then they go into the bass. It's just heavy bass. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But the bass don't even come in until he actually starts singing. They go boom.
Yo, when I heard those two songs, like just a couple years ago, I said, yo, I need those anywhere they at. I need them.
Just like the Wayne Wade. You got the Wayne Wade that starts off where it's just
like a one drop.
It's a one drop.
Yeah.
You have one that just plays fully.
Yeah.
Those are two different versions. One is the England cut and one is the Jamaica cut.
So you think that separates DJs?
Because now you're investing in yourself.
Okay.
You're trying to find something to be different about.
Right.
With an average person, yo, I just need that song, bro. I'm just gonna go play the song.
Yeah.
They don't care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a busted dancer to the song, but you now, a person that love music, or me, I'm looking for a different version of that song. I want to be different.
How do you feel about the new Serato? You use Serato, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about this new Serato stems? Do you feel like that is gonna bring a different vibes back to the game? Because I could easily touch a button and you got a one drop on a song, or I could easily take out the rhythm and it just brings more creativity to the dance and to the songs.
I feel it depends on the individual, because you have the same thing with the person looking for the regular songs. You have a man that's not creative,
right?
So he ain't gonna know no better. He don't care. But then you have a man like you now that's like, yo, I'm about to flip this shit. I'm gonna figure out a way to make this hype or make it sound different for you.
Right.
Now think about it. How many actual DJs is out there that does that?
Not a lot.
How many DJs will sit there and be like, yo, you know what? All right, just take dub plates for instance. A man will voice a dub plate because he heard my boy over there play the dub plate on this rhythm, so he's gonna voice it on the same rhythm.
Right.
Where another man was like, nah, dog, I gotta be creative. I gotta figure out how to rewrite this song. I gotta figure out how to put on a rhythm. I want it to have a one drop. I want the bass to drop out at this point, or the top end to drop out. Like, you remixed your whole dub. You created a song.
So do you think back in the day it was more like creativity or just love for the passion of music? Because I feel like my generation, we're doing it, not we, because I don't want to say me. Because, you know, I'm trying to be, I'm new to this, I'm true to this. But I feel like a lot of DJs are just doing this for, it might be the money or the fame or the girls. Here's the difference for
you, dog. Here's the difference. You got people around you. You have people around you that's going to tell you right from wrong.
Right.
A lot of these DJs don't. So when you do fuckery, you have a REDMAN Shin that's going to be like, dog, what you doing?
Right.
And you know I call you. I'm like, yo, son, what was that?
No question.
Or if I'm in a party and I see you do a mix, I'm like, dog, what kind of mix is that, dog? Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
And he be like, my bad, bro. But then you have some DJs that they don't have that mentor. They don't have those people that are surrounding them to be like, yo, what you're doing is wrong, bro. Or that don't sound good.
Was it the same way like back in the day, or was it like just a hot set of selectors and most of them was like whack? Because me growing up not being like studying them, I wasn't around them. I just hear the good ones, like the good selectors. We don't really care about nobody remembers the bad ones, obviously, but I see like 80% bad now, like 20% is like, okay, y'all good.
Nah,
So was it like the same ratio back in the day?
It's the same shit, bro. Don't let these dudes trick you.
Word.
Like,
yo, you know what I hate about old people, man? They be like, yo, back in the day, me used to bad. I'm used to Ray. I'm bust up this and yeah, I feel me tone this. And bro, y'all wasn't even, what was y'all doing back? Yeah, y'all wasn't doing nothing back
bad
then,
to their
bro.
friends, though. But here's the thing about that, right? I hate to see posts that be like, yo, that money I wouldn't make it in a vinyl deal and a record deal is that. Nigga, you
ain't making it in a vinyl deal.
You didn't make it either, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, stop telling people like you was good, dog. You sucked then too.
Wow.
Dog, you ain't making it now. You ain't make it then. You know what I'm saying? You have where you been playing music? And if you ask them those hard questions, they can't answer.
What do you feel like it takes to make a good quality DJ right now?
Focus. You gotta focus on this shit, bro. You gotta remember, like I told you, I came from different eras. So I'm gonna tell you what made me have to think differently. I came from the era where the man that were talking on the microphone, as we move and as we continue. In the meantime,
inside the vice of the one we call. I tried it in a party one time. It never too works.
And then they move out of that into a different segment where the man was just screaming on the microphone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who started that?
The Firelinks is one of them, but
My turn.
Nah, my turn wasn't really a screamer like that. Is Firelinks was the main first one that was like, but they moved into that. Now they move into this drop speech, long talking shit.
Yeah.
And that don't work for everybody because people want to make long speeches and know what the fuck they talking about.
Right. Which is right.
Dog, you made a story, this whole long story for like 2 minutes and had nothing to do with the song.
It not connect.
Like what was the point of that, dog?
Right.
Mary had a little lamb. Who gives a fuck? What it has to do with the song? But like DJs these days just need focus and they need to know and take it serious. Some people don't take this shit serious. They take it as a hobby. They take it as fun. There's nothing wrong with having it as a hobby. And it's always supposed to be fun, but you got to be serious with the shit. Some people take it as, yo, I'm going to become a DJ because, you know, man, I get too hot gallo tight and and you know, I'm going to play 2 party and get a bottle of Hennessy and just chill in the corner and look cool.
True.
Yo, people that take it serious and not worried about looking cool, dog. At the end of the day, you worrying about entertaining who's in front of you.
Do you think that it's more than music that makes a good DJ now? Because I personally feel like it is more than just the music. It's like an image you have to have as a selector, and you have to be likable. It can't just be music. I feel like music is like 20% of it, 30% of it, which is needed.
Well, here's the thing about, right? I don't talk to people.
Right.
I don't have conversation. I made a post today like, dog, I don't answer my phone.
Yeah.
Text me, dog. I don't like talking.
But do you feel like that stopped you in a certain way? Do you feel like you was out more, you would be doing more, or be on like bigger parties, or?
And you know that people that I look up to and even older people in the industry have told me that, like, yo, I'm too humble. I'm too quiet.
I tell you that all the time though.
But here's the thing, that's who I am.
Right.
And it's hard for me to break out of that so you know me personally, you know me as Stewart, right?
Yeah.
My government name. You know me before the music, you know me outside of music. We chill. So you know I don't talk to nobody unless I know you.
Right.
Right? So you take that, I go to a party, I walk in the party with that same motto, but when it's time to turn on, it's REDMAN Y.I.C.N.
Yeah, definitely.
So now I have to loud up myself. And that's the thing, people have to learn the differences between your personal life and what you have to turn into to get that party going. Some people do it wrong where they walk with REDMAN Y.I.C.N. every single day. You can't be REDMAN Y.I.C.N. every day, dog, in your personal life, because you can't have that hype life all day, every day.
24/7.
Because end of the day, you're going to hype on the wrong person. Or you're going to take that hype energy and put it towards something that it shouldn't be. So me, I keep my regular life until it's time for me to do my work, do what I got to do, and go back and sit in my corner, drink my rum.
Sight.
I mean?
Do you feel like you feel like your career would be different if you talked more and got out there more? Because I see, like, even me, I be on Instagram and I'm like, yo, I should be posting 24/7, or even like us in this podcast room, I should be posting more. People really want to see you. I feel like as a DJ, if you're a bad DJ and you're not on camera and they're not seeing that you're busting up this party, you're not really doing nothing.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. So even I was telling my promoter, like, we did a big concert the other day, there was really no videos. So after these 500-600 people left, it's like we didn't have no concert because we don't got nothing to go post on IG and Facebook in the morning.
And that's the thing. It is out of sight, out of mind. So if they don't see you busting up a party, or if they don't hear nothing about it, then you did nothing.
Right.
It's like a man saying, yo, I won a clash last night, but who was there?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So with me now, I'm really good at posting audio. I record everything I do. So most of my bookings throughout the last 15 years was based on audio. People heard my SoundCloud. Yo, dog,
Your bud.
Yo, that early warm, dog, and you just build up the party.
Not to cut you off. Yo, REDMAN Chin got the best early warm. He top 3, and he not 3, and he not 2 either.
Bad man to play number 2 in the dog.
It's Triad. Yo, he got the best early warm. I feel like REDMAN and this guy named Liberal Love. What's his name?
Baby Q, my general.
Baby Q.
All right, you see all Baby
Bad.
Q? Them man, them I grew up around them. Remember, Mike used to be Liberal Love's engineer. So I grew up around them. I grew up around Afrique. I was always around them.
Yeah.
So remember, when I'm talking about putting away records, I'm not talking about putting away my friends' records. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about Baby Q. I'm talking about Stereofish. I'm talking about Claude. I'm talking about Jagga B. I'm talking about Bill Cosby.
You feel like it was a chain back then, like because a lot of people my age, we don't got no order. We feel like, yo, we know how to mix. We do this and the third. Even me, like I feel like I be skipping a line sometimes, bro.
Sometimes
like when they be at the club and be like, yo, pull up. We lifting up speakers. Lifting up what? I see y'all at 10:30, yo.
But here's the thing, though. You had people around you, bro. You had people to guide you and show you what to do in this business.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, you called me like, dog, I just made a mix. I need you to listen to it, dog. And I'll tell you, yo, right here, shaky, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing, though. I had mentors. So for me, it's only right that I had to mentor somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I fully mentored you, but I had a hand in how you play music.
Exactly. No, definitely. I remember I called REDMAN the first time I was trying to buy a sound system. I'm like, yo, Reds, I know you don't know me. Yo, it's Christmas. I got $1,200 for Christmas, man. What can I buy for the sound system? What can I get? He said, you could get the hell off my phone because $1,200, not buying nothing.
Yo, this nigga make me sound mean, bro.
He said, yo, you can get the hell off my phone. I know I'm going to buy a sound system yet.
All right, watch this now. You see the same people I'm naming out? You got to realize that I looked up to them growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I looked up to them because I was around them. The difference with a lot of selectors nowadays, they don't have those people around them to tell them right from wrong, like I told you.
Right.
So me now, I was never MC. I didn't like that shit. I didn't like picking up the microphone. I didn't have the voice for it when I was younger. Now it's a little different. But at the time, like I told you, I was shy. I didn't talk to nobody. I'm in my corner. I had no problem just picking up the record and playing music all night, and I don't give a fuck about what's going on else.
Yeah.
But then, like, I got stuck in a couple parties. Like I was telling Brando them, year 2000, 1999 into 2000, when everybody thought the world was going to end, my MC didn't show up to the dance.
What was it called? Y2K?
Yeah.
He didn't show up because he was scared or something?
Yeah, he didn't show up to the dance, but the dance ran.
Wow. I did that in 2012 one time. Remember the world was supposed to end in 2012? My mom picked me up from my friend's house, and I was crying like the last 5 minutes. She's like, what's going on? I was like, the world about to end.
So, my uncle them owned the sound.
Which uncle again?
Pennyman.
Oh, okay.
We in Jersey, Echo Force and Snow White, I think, right? Big dance.
That's a Mr. Cool in them, right?
Yeah, Mr. Cool.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Natty them.
Sorry.
So we was in the dance, and the man said, yo, REDMAN, y'all play some wicked tune, but dog, somebody gotta take up the microphone, bro. I said, who? Not me. They was like, yeah, dog. That whole night, I told Brando, I'm looking down at the turntables. Oh, no, I don't look up at the crowd. One bit.
You was getting forwards, though?
I was getting my forwards because I'm playing music.
Yeah.
I use the music, but every now and then I made some noise on the microphone to make it look like I'm doing something, but but I had to do it.
Yo, you remember your first your 4-corner forward, like you in a party and I don't know if a gunshot bust back then or you beat the wall, but you was like, yo, this is the biggest forward I ever got, like goosebumps forward. Do you remember that?
It was a Stolen anniversary. I had played early warm, and it's crazy because I was playing like regular Burris Hammond, but I'm shooting the place. I just see the place start busting, and it's the same thing. Johnny from Bodyguard, yo, you gotta talk on the microphone, bro. I'm busting up the place, ain't talking.
Yeah,
but he's like, somebody gotta talk on the microphone. So I'm talking on the microphone and I'm talking fast because I'm scared.
Yeah.
And even up to now, that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't want to put out there. It's okay to be scared, bro. Even up to this day, when I step on a stage, I'm afraid. But it's how you use your fear in the times that you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I'm afraid. I don't want to talk on the microphone. What I'm
Right.
Yo, I'm in big ass club A, mad people in front of me. Man, talk about talking on microphone. Talk about which microphone.
Talk on which microphone.
But I ended up doing it. But then that's the time where Bill Cosby just moved to New York for a little bit, and me and him was rolling a lot. So he's like, bro, I'm gonna help you with this. And then he's the one that taught me how to talk on the microphone. So
that's why he was on Stone Love.
Yeah, he was on Stone Love.
Okay.
He had a sister that lived in Queens, so he was always around. So he's the one that like mentored me to MC. He's like, you're a wicked selector, but you got to take it a step further because you can't get stuck by yourself.
Right.
And there ain't nobody around.
Bill Cosby wicked still too.
So if you ever listen to me, like especially my earlier days, I try to mimic him as much as possible because I knew that he did real well. That he was the man on Stone Love. So I wanted to be the man like him. And even up to this day, I still give him his flowers. Like, dog, you know, Ray, and he'll call me like, dog, I listen to this audio, and dog, that's all you, bro. It's your fault. You taught me this. You made me do this. You know what I'm saying? I just elevated my craft from what you gave me, from the platform you gave me. Right. So I had to learn how to MC from him.
Who are some other of your idols, other than like your family, Bill Cosby, and people that you not even emulate, but you know, just got to give your flowers a look up to?
Downbeat. Musical genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have it's a lot of people. Twitch, Super Twitch from Super Sound. Grew up and watched them and then play music. So me watching them and seeing what they can do and doing throughout the years and still relevant makes a big deal. So
they like 20, 30 plus. No, they like 30 plus.
In the business, yeah.
30 years plus, because it was like
like I was trying to say earlier, coming from the different eras, you had to learn to adapt, right? So you got to remember, I'm in high school, and I'm playing big Stone Love dances and bass Odyssey dances, and the little man them, I hear the little song of them, yo, they playing basement parties and shit like that. And to me, it was like, yo, I was the man in school, dog, because y'all not on my level.
Yeah.
But I didn't take into accountability that they built their fan base around people their age. My fan base was older people
that were getting old.
Older,
and they were gonna stop going to the party. Remember you told me that one night too?
Yeah. So
REDMAN taught me a lot of stuff that I feel like he learned
the hard way.
The difficult way still.
Yeah.
I want to do hard, but the difficult way. Because remember, you told me a lot of stuff about, yo, you trying to impress these old people and you know, these little kids going around you. But I feel like I learned a lot of the difficult stuff that you learned. You brought that onto us, you know.
But that it's important though, because I had to learn how to adapt. So I kept like that for years as we move and as we continue style, even going through all the 2000s, coming to Rochester with that shit. People liked it in the beginning, like the early warm dance, but I'm still trying to do it in the hype time of the party.
Like, all right.
And people say, all right. But I had to learn how to adapt. So with me now, with all the people that rated me, going into Soul to Soul and all these older dances that I'm not going to like that because I'm not in that age group anymore.
Right. It makes sense now.
And I'm like, yo, dog, how come these people my age don't know me like that? Like, how come my name ain't...
Because you wasn't catering to them.
I wasn't catering to them.
All right, next topic. How do you feel about the current state of dancehall we're in right now? And give me an honest opinion.
My honest opinion, dog, music changes. And I know enough people my age and older think that the new music is garbage. But you got to realize something, dog. When I'm growing up and the Bounty Killers and the Beanie Mans is out, they thought that was trash too.
For real?
Yeah. You got to understand, the older people hate younger people music. No matter where, what time, when, where.
I hate the younger people music.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me now, or even like to the elder them, they say the music has no substance. And they couldn't be right. It doesn't. But at the same time, there were a whole bunch of fuckery songs that came out in my era too that you just don't hear about.
Because they stale up. We didn't really
they
talk
played
about
they played around that time and then they stopped.
I seen Bounty Killer make a status about, like a statement about Valiant, saying like all this dunce culture, this, that, and the third. And Valiant was like, yo, like we understand, but we can't take that. We can't take that tellings from you because look what you did in the 90s. All you talked about was badness, killing, murder, this, that, and the third. So it's like, yeah, we thank you, but don't, like, do us a favor by not doing us no favors.
You got to think about it like this, right? Let's put it in a different thought process. You play a early warm in a party right now, right? Early warm in a party right now consists of Barris Hammond, Jacure, Elaine, and some of these newer artists, right? Pressure. But meanwhile, in my era, it was all Sanchez and like Barris back in the day, Barris, Freddie McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Sanchez.
Right.
Those artists that don't play like that now. So as time progresses, so does the music. It changes.
But those songs were still like everlasting though. How do you feel about these new?
No,
like,
they're not. They are everlasting, but they're not holding the same weight. The weight changes.
bro, you can't tell me that Freddie McGregor and Barris is still not big artists.
Nah, you gotta listen to what I'm saying to you. Think about it. Foundation to us back then was Alton Ellis and whatever. Foundation to y'all these days is that Barris and Freddie.
Right.
So the weight that our Alton Ellis songs held back then is the weight that the Freddie McGregor them is holding to you now.
Okay, you could say weight is one thing, but what about substance?
The substance is always going to be the same. The songs nowadays, just like I told you, like some of these old Bounty Killer songs, they don't have any substance. There's nothing to it. It's 1, 2, 3 songs and you get a forward and keep it moving. Back then you have a Bounty Killer song that Bounty Kill from A to the Z. Anybody play that now? You ever heard that?
No.
But I was in the music video, so I know the song is there.
What you was doing? You was a backup dancer or something?
Nah, we had Strung Up Pretty Posse sound. Pretty Posse sound was in there. Them time Angel Dulas, Wayne Marsh, and all the man was hot. Them time they hot, but all these songs that came out then hold no weight now. So there's the same thing. You got to look at it. They were stupid songs then, and you're gonna have stupid songs now. So you're gonna have these artists that come out with the 1, 2, 3 lyrics, of course, and they're gonna bust the dance right now. Yes, but the same thing that they're doing now is no different from what they was doing back then. Just like rap music, you have some rap music that's stupid. You have some rap music back then that was stupid.
Right.
But you're gonna have some real artists that put out real music. The difference is that the attention span of people are different. So the younger generation like the stupid songs and they're enjoying it, and they want to keep it moving. But there are substance songs that are coming out. You have artists out there that put out good music, but the average dancehall listener is not listening to them. The people at home listen to them, or the reggae people listen to them. Like J.I.C.N. J.I.C.N is one of our artists, and you know that.
True.
He put out good music, but it's not everybody gonna listen to him. Sanchez has put out a bunch of new songs. It's not everybody gonna listen to him, but it's people that love reggae music that's gonna pay him attention.
Do you feel like dancehall is on a decline?
Dancehall
on an international level.
Yes. And the reason why I say that is because dancehall has changed the way they put out music. So you gotta take this into retrospect, right? Reggae music was always something that go doom 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 doom. We had our flow. We had everything about us. Reggae music was natural. We built that. That was us. Now all of a sudden if you put a hip hop artist on our beat right now, it just sounds like a regular trap song.
Right.
So what's the difference?
Nothing.
And that's the problem. So why should anybody pay hip hop or any reggae music any attention when it sounds just like another genre?
Right.
Reggaeton took our doom doom doom, added their own little effects to it.
Added their own little. They added their own little nothing. It sounds just like
In some of the songs they added their own little flair. There's little things to it, and they're repetitive with their beats, so it makes it sound like theirs.
right.
But it is a copy of reggae music. And then they put on their own little lyrics and whatever. But guess what? They make more money than us because they stuck to their roots. They stuck to what they felt was them.
Right.
We're not doing that. We're trying to sound like Americans instead of Americans trying to sound like us. You know what I'm saying?
That was deep.
At one time, everybody wanted to sound like a reggae beat. Just think about it. There's always some form of reggae song somewhere. In Hawaii has their own version of reggae.
I never knew that.
There's a band called the Green Band. They put out crazy reggae music. Reggae is huge over there. You have everywhere trying to be like us, but then we're trying to be like them. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So why should they pay us attention?
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel like that does something to you as a selector because you're mainly in the dancehall?
It does because, I like my roots. I like where we were. I play the new songs nowadays because I know that's part of my entertainment process. I have to play it for the people that I'm entertaining. Okay. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. But to say I have a connection with the songs like I do the old ones, I don't, because I don't really pay them attention.
Back in the day, too, like when you were in a dancehall party, it was even the last couple of years, like let's say 10 years, that's good. Like 10 years, it was like strictly dancehall could be played in the dancehall. Now I feel like, and tell me if I'm lying or not, but I feel like we have to incorporate a lot of more music like dancehall, hip hop, R&B, soca, all these TikTok songs and this, that, and the third, just to keep it, because it's really not that much good dancehall being produced right now.
But here's the thing, right? And this is what a lot of people not getting. Dancehall is a place. Reggae music is a
Glad you
genre.
said that. I'm glad you said that. Say that one more time.
Dancehall is a place. It's a venue.
It's a dance hall.
Yeah. So, but the thing about it, you got to understand is like, what you saying, oh, we have to incorporate all this other music. We've been doing that. Just think about it, right? Think about the average dance back in the day. Dog, they played disco. They playing Elton John. They playing soul music. So what's the difference?
When I'm speaking about like, maybe I'm in a small town and I'm speaking about when you go to a reggae party, they wanted to hear straight reggae. And now you go to a reggae party, it has to be mixtured up. It has to be a couple Burna Boys, a couple socas, a couple this, that, and the third, because the dance hall is not really booming. All right, so me now, I'm not really like in the dance hall events. I'm in like more corporate or Spanish spots or more like
Open format.
I would call it a melting pot.
Yeah.
Spot. So when I play a soca, all right, when I play a reggaeton, people move boom, 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 boom. It's sexual party music. When I play hip hop, you know the badness already. When I play like a old reggae, they move because of the beat. If I drop a skang right now in like a Spanish spot or something, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is this? I can't move to this. Mind you, when even the old reggae, they didn't know what they were saying, but they could still move to the music.
But that gets back to what I was saying. Our new dancehall basically is a trap beat with a Jamaican artist on it. People don't dance to trap music. They jump up and down and whatever. But when you're playing at a party, they want to dance. They want to enjoy themselves. So that's not going to work for them. So this new reggae music this new reggae, or what they consider to be called dancehall, that's coming out is not the same. It doesn't have the same energy.
What can we do to fix that?
The only songs that I say that still have that vibe is these new dancing songs that's coming out.
Like the lollies and the ding dongs and stuff like that.
The songs are coming out and they're fun.
Right.
Like bouncing and you doing these little stupid dances is getting back to the fun era with the dancing.
Well, how you feel about that new youth, Valiant?
Valiant, I just voiced 2 songs from him. I need to pay more attention. I've heard a couple songs from him. He sound all right, but I haven't been focused on it like that.
Okay.
Like I told you, a lot of these new dancehall songs, I hear them, I play them, but I never sat down to meds them like that.
But yeah, you need to check Valiant out. Valiant is good. I can't speak for the rest of them, but Valiant is like one of them. Skeng is like one of them.
Yeah, just like they were saying, Joshy's one of them, but, you know, Joshy's cool, but I haven't heard anything that shooting out of.
Yo, them niggas be singing too much pain songs. Like I don't know if they getting depressed or something, but it's like it's too much pain, bro. We don't want to hear about the struggles and shit like that. We want to hear sometimes. We want to hear about partying too.
But here's the thing though, reggae music has been about pain. Reggae music and dancehall has been about pain, gunman song.
But it's gospels. More vibes. It's like pain, but you could bounce to the pain though. Now it's just like pain, depression.
Yeah.
What's going on?
People hear this thing, right? Most songs sell based on stuff that people can relate to. So if they put their pain on the table, they guaranteed other people gonna. John, you don't want to say last week me go to the same thing star, and people gonna pay them attention, and that's the quickest way to bust. And that's how people do it. A lot of these artists put their pain on the table because they know that somebody else has the same issues, and they gonna be like, "Yo, I have to do that song because my community I go through this." I make them know, so we are go through this. So guess what now? Now they're gonna have fans because people are relating to what they're saying.
But artists, yo, your community still like to dance too. Y'all still be fucking in your community. Y'all can sing. Y'all can make 2 gal songs. You know, it don't gotta be all about pain, bro. I'm trying to speak.
Some artists ain't good with that though.
I'm just trying to speak on it on like in more of an international level because I feel like Afro beats. I don't want to talk down on my culture, in my genre because I when you see Y.I.C.N, you see dancehall, like to the casket drop. I'm not with the hip hop. I'm not with the souls. All of that.
You run it?
No, I'm just saying though. But I just feel like we need to get more in tune with the international, and we need to go back. We need to go back to the foundation.
I agree with that. Back then, like Beanie Man and them was trying to win Grammys. They cared about that.
Right.
These artists nowadays don't care.
That's another thing though. How do you feel about that? Because even me, like, I would take the money before I take the fame. Like, and I told a DJ this other day, I'm like, yo, he was like, yo, Y.I.C.N, you're not on these stages. I'm like, yeah, I'm not on these stages for $2 bills, bro. I'll be at a little bar for a band. So I feel like I feel like people my age want the money. And that's what's up with the new artists too back then. Like if you notice, even there was an interview with Lang. You know Lang from Sting.
Yeah.
He was saying that Sting went downhill because I think it was like 2018 or 2019 because the two major artists that every year they put the hot artists to close was Popcorn and Alkaline at the time.
Yeah.
And they said they weren't gonna do it. And then if you see, Popcorn did his yearly Unruly Fest, and then Alkaline did his New Rules Fest. And they were like, we don't need Lang. And Lang was like, oh, well, that's messing up the showbiz. But Lang is known for not paying his artists all the good money. And I feel like these artists like, yo, I got the fan base. I got the TikToks. I got the IGs. I got my city. Now it's my turn. I'm about the money. I'm not about being on the headliner on Sting and making nothing. I'm about doing my own thing and making something.
Right. And a lot of them's going to be like that. That's why these dudes do it for the quick dollar. I'm going to put out these pain songs because I know I'm going to make some money from it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take into consideration that there are a lot of different types of artists. You ever heard Ding Dong make a pain song? No, because he's not that type of artist. He's a party artist. So he came out of the gate swinging. Let's dance. And all he does is Batman forward, and that's him.
True.
So you have these artists that come out, and that's all you know them for. Look at Jamil.
Pain, beer pain.
You ever hear Jamil sing a happy song yet?
Nah, but where Jamil at right now? No disrespect to the artist, still.
I mean, he's still doing his thing, but he's not putting out no songs. He's living off of the songs he got. His songs still playing parties.
Yeah.
People still trying to voice him.
Yeah, but I mean,
I heard he turned a Christian now, but I don't know if I don't know what
shit. All that pain he was going through.
That's the thing, though.
I'm glad you said it, though, because, he always, pain.
All right, think about it, right? Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, her first set of songs is all about her pain. So a lot of these artists are following the same suit. They putting their pain on the table. Some people can't write songs unless it involves their personal life, and their personal life is all pain.
That's pain.
So that's what they're going to do. They're going to put out what they know. And then at some point in time, when they have nothing else to talk about, then they're going to try something different. And 9 times out of 10, it don't work. The artist is gone.
All right, artists. So what I'm really trying to say is, if you're gonna talk about pain, just put it on a fire ass beat, okay? And make sure we can party to it and dance to it and wine on something. You know what I mean? Just don't.
But they're not gonna do that because
do that.
You were like, what you gonna do? You gonna play doom doom doom? My friend got shot. Like what?
Friend got clapped. Yeah, do that, man. So we could get back to international level, because you see the reggaeton starting to beat us bad at Afro beats and stuff like that, but. They sticking to the foundation, bro.
Look at Charlie Black's. Charlie Black's only pain song is when Squingy passed. After anything besides that is
party.
Body.
Yeah.
But he's all about partying and fucking gal.
Exactly. And look what that got him.
That's his style though.
What didn't he get like a platinum or something like that? His song is an international song.
Yeah, he's making money right now.
And that song was in 2017. That's 7, 8, 9. That's 5 years, and
it's still playing.
Exactly. That's a big song. It's a
crossover song.
Yeah.
It crossed over. But see, that's the difference. He had a different game plan. He was around artists that showed him that he needs to do that. He needs to keep a certain vibe in order to cross over. Crossover is where the money's at. Look at Bada General, right? Bada General sings a lot of songs for sound systems, but he has a lot of mentors that's telling him, yo, you got to make these party songs. You got to make songs that's relevant, but make it fun. So that's what Bada General is trying to do. He's trying to put out these songs that people can relate to them, but it has a nice little beat to it.
Bada General is Froggy. That's your man, right?
No man wrong here.
That's the bro.
That's a big bro, though.
Yeah. He used to play on Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Tell me about the sound system life, man. Because you played on a couple sounds well. When I knew you was on Venom Sound.
Yeah. So I played Echo Force. We have a branch off sound from Echo Force named Top 10. Both of them is one family sound.
Yeah.
So after that, I went to Venom, and then there was Mad Squad, and now Double Electric was the sound system.
Who used to play the sound system when you were on Venom Sound?
Genius, me, Footer, and Jamawi for like a year.
Word.
But Jamawi was one of the original members, so he was there before me.
Okay.
And then when I followed on board, then he was doing Blazing Fire. Then he tried to come back, and then I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, big up, cuz, man, for real. But How was it like with ego? Was it like an ego thing? You know, with a couple of like the hot selectors on the sound and.
You know, in all honesty, around Venom, there wasn't no ego. There was no arguments about that.
Just period, not even Venom. Just like the Mod Squad, the everything. I know you're on Double Electric right now.
Double Electric itself doesn't have any ego. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about shit every day. Who's gonna play what party? We try to keep it moving. Right now, you got Y.I.C.N playing in New York City. Vinny's coming up here later. You got 3 of us up here. Foot is doing his own little thing down there. So it's not no ego. We all get work. We all do our own thing. But we do it as a team, as a collective. We talk about things. What we're going to do next. Like, we took a break from voice and dub plates to build a sound system.
Yeah.
And right now, our sound system rules.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So it just, we as a team just created a plan, and we're going to fulfill our plan.
Do you feel like there's still ways to make money on as a sound system?
Yes. So the difference between a lot of people and their sound and us is that we're building a PA sound. So we bought line arrays and we have our doubles.
What is a PA? I know what you're talking about, but tell the people.
So dancehall sound is, you know, the sounds that string up in dances with the tall up boxes.
Big towers and stuff like that.
Line arrays is what you see in a concert. So we bought line arrays. So when concerts come about, we can charge that money to hang our speakers from the... And right there, you're making money because an average show to string up for one of those is at least 10 stacks.
Sheesh. So
yo, you want a show? Every speaker I'm bringing out, I'm charging you for it.
Wow, I seen Kirkisy do that first, man.
That's my elder. That's my general.
Yo, you know fired like that. I never even thought about that.
Kirkisy is one of the dudes that told me, Redman, you need to stop worrying about dub plates.
Yeah,
dub plates don't make no money. It's a bad investment. I voice dub plates now because I like them. It's fun, but it's a terrible investment. If you're trying to build a business. That's why we went to the sound system world. Because let's say, all right, cool, I build this big ass sound system and I don't get no work. I can sell that shit. I make back my money.
Right.
Who am I selling dub plates to?
Yourself. Nobody.
When the dub plates don't play, what do I do with them?
Back in the day, it was you used to get like where the artists used to give like free dubs and stuff like that.
Yeah, back in the day, it was a lot different. So, like, if you was on a radio, like, you got this podcast, they give you drops, they give you free dubs and stuff like that. Now, everybody's their chest
like nobody just don't need nobody.
Yo, dog, me want, like, $5 for one song in the star.
$5 your mama.
You can keep that. But artists, you just came out last week. Yo, dog, so now starting price, that dog, $5. Because, you know, next week, $1,000 me have.
Yo, them all right.
$1,000. Nigga, you just came out last week and your song is in the last 2 weeks.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess they just need it now because you know it don't last. You gotta.
Nah, it's all about the hype though.
You gotta get in while you get in, and then you just get out when you just get out. You just get out. You know.
So it's always about the hype, dog, for them. But see those people with the hype, they don't last long. You gotta be humble in this shit. As much as people like, yo, Redman, you know, you need to, you know, be out there more and do. Being humble is what kept me here so long. It keeps people respecting me of all ages. So the elder them that still book me, they still respect me. The young youth that book me, they respect me.
Right.
Because I'm not hyping on nobody.
Right.
I'm not bigger than nobody. Yo, I get booked for a dance. Guess what? No. The matter of fact, I played somewhere a few weeks ago, right? And the promoter said, "What time you want me to pick you up, Redman?" I said, "What time does the club open?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "What time the club open?" He's like, "Yo, 10 o'clock. I said, then pick me up so I can be there for 10 o'clock. He said, "Nah, dog, get a headliner." I said, "What that mean?" The man said, "Nah, I'm on headliner. I'm supposed to come down and say 1, 2 o'clock in the morning." I said, "So how the fuck am I supposed to know what played before I got there?" I said, and second of all, how do I know if I'm going to like the sound system? I need to get acquainted. I need to know what's going on.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I want to go there and burn off an early round so I can feel comfortable. Why would I want to go to a dance 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, don't know what played, don't know what the vibe of the party is, and just walk in and just feel like I'm going to play music?
When did that stop, though? Because I feel like that stopped in your generation. Because people like Albino, if the party's done at 2 o'clock, yeah, I might get there like 12:45, man. Like a little last hour and 20 minutes or so. I'm lying, though. But the average person, that's how it is. You know, start time. And
that's how playback goes. A lot of playbacks happen. A lot of DJs ain't got no style, and they can't play for longer than 20 minutes. Like the average, like a lot of these DJs, I played for 2 hours straight, and the promoter looked at me and said, "Dog, you know, enough of that money will live ya. Can't do that." I was like, what do you mean by that? He said, yo, by half an hour, they calling for the next selector because they can't manage.
That's crazy.
And it could be a lot of things. They don't know music. They don't have the music.
It's a different thing, though. It's a difference, though, because even, like, I feel like I got my music. It wasn't from you, but it was, like, around the same camp as you. Like, when I got music, it wasn't on records, people. It was on, like, a hard drive, you know?
The white hard drive that I gave this motherfucker that he said, oh, it wasn't from you. Yes, it was.
Nah, man. I got
it was a white hard drive.
Nah.
Yes, sir.
I got my first like load of music from Jamawi, man. I don't even like that nigga like that. But big up yourself.
And who gave him music?
He might have got it from you. I don't know.
All right then.
I just know where I got it from. I don't know where he got it from. But I feel like it was the same camp because we all got the same set of music. But yo, let me tell you about this hard drive, people. To this day, if I need like a song from back in the days, like the 60s, 70s, or I'm like, damn, man, what song is that? And even an era, like I started listening to. Remember, I called you about old souls last night. Red was like, "Yo, just look in your hard drive. What you asked me for this for?" I have like 300,000 songs in this hard drive, like crates, jugglings, R&B, souls, hip hop, everything. So we could play the 10 hours. We could play a day, if we had the time, and we play all day, segments of segments of segments. And I feel like the average person didn't get that. And I'm thankful for that. Because I didn't have to go download.
But that goes back to what I was saying to you earlier. A man is only going to play what he hears.
And what he knows.
He's only going to download what he hears. Not even about what he knows, dog. The average man doesn't play songs that he know from back in the day. He plays songs that he hears. So if you hear your brethren over here play Celine Dion and Whitney Houston and he plays these songs, guess what he's going to run the download?
Celine Dion and Whitney Houston.
All right. But anything outside of the box where he didn't play, he's not gonna play it because he don't know it.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, the songs that he played, he didn't know it either. He Shazam the shit. Yo, Lord God, that song, look how the crowd react. Yo, I need this song.
But I feel like when you love music, like I'm a lover of music. I feel like I fell out of love with music a couple times, but as a lover of music, you gotta just sit down and study music. It's some days, weeks. I listen to straight souls, like 90 souls, 80 souls, and just. What don't I have? What is bad?
I'm going to tell you something. You never fall out of love of music. What you do is take a break because sometimes it can be overwhelming.
I want to say fall out of love. It just get lazy sometimes.
Oh, I'm lazy.
Get lazy.
I'm lazy.
Sometimes you don't even open your
I don't open my laptop for weeks.
And you don't, weeks, nigga, months. I just walk into the party like some last year crazy. You got this new, man, let me try to look for it real quick, or I don't have it.
Nah, you see, that's why it's good to have friends, dog. When I know I'm going to have certain parties, yo, Fire Kid, you know what's me to download some song in all a month, dog.
Need an artist or the artist.
I need what's hot right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, Dynamic, bro. You got that hip-hop shit on lock, bro. I need some new hip-hop.
Yo, big up Dynamic, because anytime I need some new hip-hop, I link that nigga because, listen, I'm not listening to it. I don't like it. I say, yo, just give me the hottest stuff, man.
Yo, I get a care package, dog.
Yo, you get it once a year, right? Like the first of the year, he
give me a couple times throughout the year.
Man, he give me a load like he gonna send in like a month or two. You know, it's gonna be like the newest trap, R&B this, Southern this, New York City this, girls this. I say, yo, Dynamic,
slow
nice
R&B, fast R&B, girls hip hop.
Dynamic he still got the essence of it, like it's back in the day. And I'm like, I be still trying to find that.
He's still hungry.
Yeah, to a certain extent, with the music.
Yes.
But what I try to explain to people is like, yo, as a DJ, I don't like my age. It's more than just the music. You could be the hottest DJ and you can't get out of your basement sometimes because you don't know how to deal with people or your ego or the style or anything. You're just not a likable DJ.
Being humble makes you likable.
I tell people it's like 20% music and like 80% business. What do you think about that?
I can agree with that to a certain extent, but that's why I don't like doing business. I'd rather make other people do that shit for me. Like, yo, John, but right now I'm in a state with a sound where I have to be the one to do it, because management that I had.
Yo, people, y'all know I used to play Double Electric for like 2 weeks.
Nah, it was 6 months.
It was 6 months in their eyes. It was like 2 weeks. After the first 2 weeks, I was like, yo, cha. Yeah, but with this. No, I like Reds, but you know me and sound systems, bro. Like even, I don't know. It's not even a I want to be by myself thing. It's just like certain shit gotta make sense.
Nah, here's the thing though. You see when your team is going through shit, and you don't understand what they're going through, it makes it difficult because now you're like, damn dog, like I'm ready to move forward, but the team is stagnant at the moment, and you're not understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard for you, to be like, bro, I could just do this shit by myself. Because end of the day, like these dudes ain't making no moves, and that's basically what it was. Everybody going through their own little personal problems, and sometimes your personal problems take over from what your actual business is.
I don't even think it was that though, because even like other sounds I played and they doing the same thing. It's just like, yo, I feel like it needs to be a company. It needs to be ran like an organization. If REDMAN
Some
is
people
for
don't
this,
take it serious,
and that's what I feel like that's what the problem that I fall into the issues. I take my music serious. I take myself serious. So if you over here taking it as a hobby, and I'm saying I need strips, and you just it's not going to work, because I know what we need to get this running and gunning.
absolutely.
You know,
And then that's why people have fallen out on sound systems. You know what I'm saying? Big up Froggy, but Froggy wasn't paying his sound no attention.
right?
Froggy was worried about being an artist.
That's Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's worried about being an artist, and I respect him for that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I saw it as I'm building a man's dream. Right? So you being an artist now, you don't care about Mad Squad, but I'm the one holding up Mad Squad, because I'm the one playing out every night as Mad Squad and doing what I got to do for the sound. But then I turn around and I'm like, yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, this man decided that he don't want to be an artist no more. He come back and take back his shit. You know what I'm saying? I put in all this hard work for what? For who? Not for me, because it benefit me to a certain level where, yeah, I had that big Mad Squad name, but I'm always gonna be in somebody's shadow.
Right.
So in this point in time, like Double Electric, I'm building it where nobody's in no man's shadow. Every man has a opportunity to shine. I'm not saying that Froggy never gave me that opportunity, but Froggy's been on top so long with that sound, him and Stryker, that no matter who came around that sound,
they're not gonna be.
They're not gonna be anywhere near that level or bigger than them.
That's like LP. Remember, like Polly used to play LP, and it's
he
like,
wasn't
brother,
gonna be
you
no
can't.
bigger than that.
Even like Kingpin and Addies. Kingpin on Addies is doing a great job. Don't get me wrong.
Right now, Kingpin run Addies.
Yeah,
the problem is there's like 10 selectors on that sound. And if you notice, not one of them name is being mentioned.
Yeah.
Not one of them. You don't even know who's around.
Right.
There's Roots. There's Swoogie. There's a lot of people around that sound.
What they doing? Swoogie. I mean, not Swoogie. What's the other? The new youth from
Soulji.
Yeah, he tough, but what he got going on?
I plead the fifth. But
Clyde.
Nah, Soulji is a good selector, but sometimes that same thing I told you about, being REDMAN chin all the time, doesn't help. Being Soulji vibes all the time is not helping him.
Yeah,
he has to know when to calm down.
Yo, I'm sitting on them clot him over Orlando. Like, what was it, that Roll Deep shit?
Twice,
Yo,
2 years in a row they clotted. He got beat up by a girl.
He got like physically beat up.
Nah, S-Class just whooped his ass musically.
Yeah, she played that with that one bounty. I said, yo,
One Bounty. She played a bunch of songs though. Which One Bounty? But respect the Soulji, big up Soulji. There's no disrespect to him, but you know, at the end of the day, he has to find his own path.
Right.
And if he feel like Addies is his path, cool. But he has to find his way on that sound. And right now,
Kingpin on fire.
Kingpin is Addies.
I don't care about them 2 losses they took the other day. Kingpin is on fire.
Kingpin, listen, Kingpin won. He won 10 clashes straight. 10 clashes, which simply means that if he loses 2 or 3, who gives a shit? He did 10 clashes straight. Won every last one of them. And this is around the world. He went everywhere and clashed and won.
Right.
So it's not like he won in his backyard. So what can you take from him?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take
It's crazy because, you know, you lost 2 clashes back to back in the last like couple of months. Everybody just dogging him like his 10 wins don't mean shit. I'm like, yo, y'all really bugging.
But that's why you can't pay. One thing I read about Kingpin, and that's my friend, he pays social media no attention.
You can't.
Have you ever seen him make a post?
No.
He don't talk on the internet. He hardly reads it. He goes on and makes 1 or 2 little posts on his Instagram, and he comes off that shit. And then he goes on live and play music, and he comes off. He reads no comments. He don't give a shit about nothing anybody says. At the end of the day, he knows what he has to do, and he's going to do it. He won 10 clashes. Nobody can take that from him. He has 10 trophies.
Back to back.
Back to back. And the biggest and the baddest sound systems and selectors out right now, none of them couldn't do that.
Sight.
And they all double the age of him. Pink Panther was the closest. He has 7 trophies. But it took him
a long time
to get 7 trophies. He did 10
In like a couple
in
years.
like 2 years.
Yeah.
How can you? And he lost none. It's not like he won one, lost one. Nah. Every battle he took, won, 10 battles, 10 trophies.
And me studying the sound clash, I seen him from like his first clash. Cause I remember his first big clash was like Addies and LP and
was it LP?
Yeah, Addies and LP. That was in Amazon. No, not Amazon. Albany Manor. Yeah.
Nah,
he used to be on like a sound named Melotex or something like that.
That's his pop sound.
He used to be bad on there by himself. Too.
By
That's
himself.
why I know he was bad. But then I've been studying him from day one.
I honestly feel like Kingpin plays better by himself. If he has somebody around him, it doesn't work out very well. Because the thing about him is like he plays the sound, even dub plates, like he in a juggling party. He types every song. He doesn't go through any crates. So everything that you see him play, he's typing. And he types a rhythm and he whoop, whoop, whoop. And then in the middle of him playing, he'll be like, and I've seen him do this. He'll load a song on the turntable and he's like, nah, this song about to fuck this place up. And he's talking to himself. And he changes the song, whoop, stop, and walks out and blah, 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 come back and press play and the place is fucking up.
Yeah, he different.
He thinks like he's on the move. There ain't no like, and that's the problem with a lot of these sounds is that they go into these clashes programmed.
I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z.
Yo, man, I have to play that whole rhythm, yeah. I have to play all these songs in 15 minutes. Nah, and they build it. They build this playlist for themselves where he has no playlist. When he clashed King Animosity, I sat down when the round was over. You know how enough man have their laptop open and they trying to pre the round because he's trying to see what the other man is playing.
That's what I do.
Nah, this man closed his laptop, went in the corner, sat down and started drinking, and paid no attention to the fucking dance.
How do you do that though?
Yo, the man sat in the corner like how she's sitting over there. He sat in the corner and just sat there, and he just talking and like enjoying the dance, like talking to everybody, but he not listening to nobody.
Nah.
Then he get up and he goes, I'm about to fuck these dudes up. Open back his laptop and just pick the one song and waits. I'm ready now. That's it.
That's crazy. That's one thing in the juggling. I could do the same thing when it come to clash. Like I have my big crate and then I got another crate, and as they play the songs, I delete. Cause my memory is big, but it ain't that big, and I ain't be trying to play back songs or nothing like that.
In a juggling party, I'm like that. Like I don't open my laptops. It's time for me to play.
Yeah, but the clash is different though. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I'm done playing, I'm in a corner with the laptop. Like, yeah, you said this, you about to play this, and a third. So big up the Kingpin. I never seen him do that, but that's what you say. That's different.
I sat there and I was like, Bumbleclad. Like that's how I knew he knew Addy's box.
Yeah, and they probably got mad songs too. Like
songs.
Why Double Electric don't clash like that, man? Y'all scary? Y'all scared?
Nah, we clashed already. We clashed a couple times.
Yo, you know I was gonna fuck your boy up the other day though, man.
Y.I.C.N?
Yo. Cause I just try and want to do that to y'all, man. You know me, I'm a terrorist, but I was like, man, Redman, that's my peoples and stuff like that. But he bad though. I ain't gonna lie. Y.I.C.N is bad. He a punk in real life, but he bad though. Y'all full of bad selectors. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I try to build my team around a certain vibe. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
The thing about it is like, I don't feel like every clash is worth my time. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what's the point of me doing it? And at the same time, like I told you earlier, I'm about building my business first.
Right.
So me investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in dub plates right now is not financially smart.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you got to remember, everybody around Double Electric has a 9 to 5. We ain't no hustlers. We ain't on the streets.
Right.
So everything that we voice, everything that I buy a speaker, I got to make a choice, dog. I'm buying 5 dub plates, or I'm buying a speaker. Which one is going to make me money?
Speaker.
My speaker. So dub plate, fuck off.
Right.
If I get a deal and I voice 1 or 2 little songs here and there, then that's what I'm, all right, cool.
Cool, yeah. But not just...
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, what I'm going to give them, yo, kids, I had to voice 2 dub plate this week, so...
Santa Claus is not
Santa
coming.
Claus is not coming. But meanwhile, if I buy a speaker and I do a show, that money comes back. Yo, I could buy you something extra.
Right.
The sound system itself can invest back into itself. So I buy 10 speakers, I do a couple of shows. Guess what now? The sound just paid for his own dub plates.
Sound system owners and DJs or anybody around sound system, y'all need to take a couple notes. because this is not 1980s and 1990s. This is 2000 and motherfucking 22. We going into 23, and y'all need to make sense because it's nonsense. Make sense out of it. You got to treat your stuff like a business, is what we saying.
Now here's the thing. Now with clashing, you gotta love clash like that to want to just get up and go clash, right? Yeah. Not saying I don't love it, but at the end of the day, my focus right now is building my brand and building money for the brand. So, like I said, if the sound is making money to voice on dub plates, when we start voicing again, then yeah, we can clash. But right now it's not feasible because the amount of money that you charging these promoters to clash, you're spending 2 to 3 times more trying to keep up with the clash.
I personally feel like sound system is, sound clash is, it's not worth it money-wise, but, and Dixon and Biggs told me this, it would take you to a different level because there's 100 regular DJs. We could play the same set of music, this, that, and the third, mess up a party, and nobody would know about you. Like, for instance, it's probably, who's a dude in Orlando we met the other day, G6. They bad. Massa bad, but he's a juggler. I don't really know him, so he might be bad, but he's only bad in this town.
Nope.
No, listen, hear me out, though. When you touch into that clash stage, and that's when your name start buzzing. It could be 1,000 bad selectors and they're just bad in their area. When you start clashing, it gets to a whole different level.
I disagree with that. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that. You start clashing and your focus is clash. When they turn around and all these people that keep these uptown parties, well, I'm now book Y.I.C.N and a Y.I.C.N, all he like to do is clash.
I don't believe that.
I'm telling you that's what happens.
I believe that gets your name out. Like,
bro, you get boxed into a category. Right now, if you think about it, dog, just think about it. Jimmy Spliff, is he a juggler or a clasher?
Jimmy Spliff don't juggle, though.
Yes, he does.
He don't juggle.
Bro, yes, he does.
That's my nigga, but he don't juggle like that.
Bro, I'm telling you.
He don't promote the juggling.
Listen, because he got boxed into clashing.
He boxed himself into clashing.
Yes. But
if I'm a juggler, if I'm Y.I.C.N, I'm a juggler, and I'm playing for my, hold on. If I'm a juggler and I'm juggling for myself in my crowd, and I'm just in this town, that clashing, and they hear that audio get put out to the world, now my juggling is gonna go around the world. Now I'm gonna get booked in Florida and Miami and New York City.
That doesn't work all the time. And that doesn't work for
Who
everybody.
doesn't it work for? Right.
Polyfamous. Polyfamous is known for what?
Clashing.
But he's a juggler.
He don't juggle good.
It doesn't matter if he juggles
good.
That's
no disrespect. That's my boy.
That's not the point. The point is he's a juggler. But he got boxed in the clashing.
I don't think he got boxed in the clashing.
He got boxed.
Look at Y.I.C.N though.
Y.I.C.N is not a clasher.
I know Y.I.C.N, but we know Y.I.C.N from clashing.
No, you do.
No, you know Y.I.C.N because you were in the same area. We didn't know about Y.I.C.N.
No. I'm telling you right now. Before I even knew Y.I.C.N, I met Y.I.C.N at a juggling dance in New York, and he's from Florida. Y.I.C.N been traveling as a juggler. You get boxed in when you start taking clashes and worrying about clashes.
So you don't feel like that.
It puts you on a different level, but then the eyes of that level can be perceived differently. Depends on who's looking at you. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So at the end of the day, yes, clash is going to say, yo, Y.I.C.N is this top clash selector, and he's the top selector, and he puts him on this level where the world is looking at you, but then that same world that you expect to look at you can box you in. And they'll box you in. And remember, the moment you lose one clash, now you're no longer that top selector, dog. No, yo, look at Kingpin. Kingpin, would you believe Kingpin is a wicked juggler? And he juggles more than he clashes.
Wow.
He plays soca parties.
I didn't even know that. He don't promote that.
He's from Barbados. He's a soca DJ.
I didn't know that. I feel like if he would have promoted him, or he would probably. Well, no, I do see him a lot other places. I just don't hear him though.
A lot of. Remember, he don't have a 9 to 5. He plays out almost every night, dog.
Wow.
But this world, this thing that y'all trying to say, boxes you in, and it takes a strong individual to break out of it. Where people be like, yo, you know, Sam can't do both. Look at Bass Odyssey. Bass Odyssey clashes and juggle, but they force their juggling. They force their juggling, and they make you know they can clash.
Right.
But if you put yourself in the limelight to say, yo, I'm gonna take these clashes, and I'm worried about the clashes to promote myself, they're gonna box you into it. I'm worried about juggling. I created a fan base juggling. Now, if I decide to push into clashing, they know I can clash and juggle.
Right. That makes sense. So I agree to that. We about to wrap this up. We way over time. But what is one thing you would tell somebody that looks up to REDMAN and says, yo, I want to be the next REDMAN, or I want to be the next quality DJ?
Don't be me. Don't be me. Be you.
That's your advice?
Don't be me. Be you.
Okay.
The reason why I said that is because every individual has their own style, their own persona. So you trying to mimic me can put you in a box as well. Because a man will say, yo, dog, he sound too much like Redman, bro. Like, nah. Nothing's wrong with taking pieces of what I do and trying to make this something out of it yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ask me questions and you ask me to show you certain things, I'm gonna teach you. I have no problem with teaching somebody that wants to learn or giving them information. But take that information and create your own. Be Fire Kid. And I told you that already.
Definitely.
Don't impress these old motherfuckers, because those old motherfuckers ain't gonna book you.
No, big up to the old motherfuckers still, man. I like y'all still.
The old motherfuckers, you have to rate them. I respect everybody.
You're right, though. You was right about that.
I respect everybody that books me. And I respect every DJ. But every DJ needs to find their own path, because at the end of the day, imagine I still sounded like Bill Cosby. You think people would have paid me attention?
Nah, they'd be like, oh, it sound like Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby and why? Nah, they're always gonna find something wrong with what you do.
Yeah, Redman is Redman. Where can we find you at?
Everywhere.
Outside. What's your IG and Facebook and stuff like that, man? If
Nah,
somebody want to book you or whatever.
My IG Snapchat is Redman Chin. And that's it. Everything's Redman Chin, bro.
Redman Chin. So, okay.
At Redman Chin. REDMAN.
So, y'all know where to find him, people. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. This is YICN, Y.I.C.N Media Podcast. We out of here, all right? Big up Double Electric, the whole team.
Run it.